Welcome to the Themidnightburn. Did you miss me? The state of Mississippi needs to watch this. Hell, if you're in any state, please watch this. First of all, the following content includes messages and statements submitted by members of the community. These messages are shared for awareness and discussion only. I cannot control how or what other people say or control what they do, nor would I try. I only control my freedom of speech and opinions. The opinions expressed by anyone other than myself does not represent this channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I urge you to watch the other videos and come back to this one so you're caught up. Who knew by simply asking questions from the community and just providing a way for people to speak would have had the response like it has? By sharing real documents and video that support the questions asked, who knew it would ignite this way? Who knew it would have made the people flood the news page and lead to it shutting down, apparently? Must have been some hard-ass questions, right? Me personally, though, the questions asked wasn't like anyone I've ever seen on a college test or anything like that. Wasn't supposed to be hard at all to answer. As I stated before, I didn't make 200+ videos prior to these with a halo to just write a Stephen King novel about Simpson County. My goal, obviously, isn't to do that. My channel is not new. It's about true crime, missing people, mysteries, and yes, of course, corruption. It just so happens the amount of responses is galaxies away from what I expected. These people know that I won't be there to help with their answers forever, but I won't leave without getting some either. The people of this community is speaking. I cannot control what they say. I follow the guidelines I'm supposed to follow. And trust me, if I didn't, this place would have its own season and a playlist for all the episodes it would have. You, the people, are the gasoline. I just strike a match to it. Let's dive in, shall we? I was looking through to see if the community of Simpson County got a chance to meet with one of the most powerful men in the whole state yesterday and have a chance to speak with him. The Department of Public Safety's Commissioner, Sean Tyndall. You know, since this was one of his last few stops. On his 82 counties in 82 days tour, I saw the police chief met with him. Nice job on that, by the way, chief. But maybe you should share whatever background service you implement in your hiring process with the county. Working together is what it's all about, right? I also endorse your comment to not believe everything they hear and to think for themselves. That's what I've been saying. But what about what they see as well, and hear?
Got to get wants to do a lick in on him. Football, he was posturing. That didn't work out. We're going for it. I was reading result.
Joey probably went, damn, I want to get my weed. Joey probably, damn, I want to get my weed.
Someone was missing from the regular photos the commissioner usually does with every other place. He usually takes a photo with each county's sheriff's department. I did see, however, the leader of your sheriff's department. Does that say, skip Simpson County? It got deleted, by the way, but why? Why is Simpson County the only county in the fucking state of Mississippi that told the commissioner to basically kick rocks and allow the Department of Public Safety commissioner at the sheriff's department? Was the floor dirty or something? Did the floors need waxing? One of the most powerful men in your state was basically told to kick rocks, if you will, from your voice being heard. Did something happen recently? Do you think it's about beef and conflict over a pothole? What could be the reason for this, you think? I mean, the commissioner and leader of the Department of Public Safety has astronomical influence in reinstating any officer that would ask the question about a reinstatement. I mean, even if he was asked about anything like that, the commissioner does not have a statute granting him authority to override the board's decisions or to re-grant law enforcement certifications alone. The board that controls law enforcement officers' standards and training controls that. Certifications and reinstatements are controlled by this board, under rules set in 45-6-11 and the BLEOST manual. And to my knowledge, in Mississippi's 208-year history as a state, I don't think there's even one documented case of reinstatement from a conviction like your undersheriff has. Not to my knowledge anyway, but what do I know? I do know, however, the commissioner could definitely answer your question about that matter for sure. But he was told to skip town. So what's next? A one-way in and one-way out tunnel excluding this community from the rest of the state? A wall around the county? The Great Wall of Simpson? Is this place gonna have its own currency now too? Simpson coins maybe? How does it feel to be excluded from the rest of the state like this? Why would you honestly think is the reason? Definitely not the fucking pothole by Roses. One thing that's not held in the Simpson wall is your voice, and my God, at the memories some of you have is astonishing. Almost like it was almost unforgettable. Like in the late morning hours in January on the 24th, you're voicing yourself. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with asking questions and wanting answers to them. That's why we have elected officials, is for them to answer the hard questions with transparency and truth. So many messages my inbox with receipts to them had to be sent to a jump drive twice. I'm going over each one with a fine-tooth comb. There are other journalists taking notice to your voice and is reaching out. I know history repeats itself, but the Free State of Jones doesn't need a Free State of Simpson. The right people aren't skipping Simpson County. I promise you that. I can't help what people say or what people ask, but I can tell you this. This amount of response is definitely eye-catching for sure, and I'm not the only one looking. Silence is deafening, especially when you need an answer. That's their job. Again, I'm not the problem. Any questions you have for me, I can immediately answer in seconds. And again, don't worry about what I've put out, worry about what I haven't. Truth serum pours out of the people when they're silenced. Like, share, and repost these videos. This has been the Midnight Burn. Until next time, catch the dice. They rolling.
All the heat. Dirty cops shaking in the street. Crooked ass badges hit the floor. Flame so bright they all explode.